So, I had a kind of interesting thought that I'm going to share with you. And the thought was, I'm going to try and combine the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure world with our real world. And assign stands based on criteria. And immediately, you may have guessed, my brain went, Dio is Trump. Because, well, for the first thing, Dio, is a megalomaniac. Trump's a megalomaniac. Dio is the descendant of a fucking, miserable dick stain of a human being. Donald Trump's a descendant of a shit-stained human being. The only difference really is that Dio killed his own father. We're not sure if Donald Trump killed his own father. One fucking surprised me. But, then Dio was actually somewhat of a competent criminal to a certain extent. He was also a fucking vampire at a certain point in the fucking series. Maybe Donald Trump is a fucking vampire. I don't fucking know. This could very well be before he becomes a fucking vampire. Maybe he'll show up in 20 fucking years. Or, 40 fucking years, or however long. And he'll reappear as, the Donald. And it's like, I thought he died. No, he's a vampire now. With the world. And he can stop time and, God help us if he ever did get the world. And then I thought, okay, who are going to be the Joe stars in this scenario? Who are going to be kind of linked, even tangentially, to Donald Trump, the way the Joe stars are inextricably linked to fucking Dio. I couldn't really think of anybody. My brain immediately went to Dio, Donald Trump, and also, Donald Trump to, what the fuck is that asshole's name? Who's like an illusion fucking stand user from, I think the last couple episodes of Stardust Crusaders, the second season. He's like hiding in a wall and like they kill him. And it's like he just dies. Like that's also who I think Donald Trump is. But then he could be, he could be that fat guy, fat kid from Dharma's Unbreakable, who I haven't come across yet, who has that weird like swarm fucking stand. And, who's Jotaro? Like, who's a badass? Polnareff. Polnareff is French. Macron could be fucking Polnareff. Abdul. Barack Obama, maybe? Ivanka Trump is Holly Cujo, Jotaro's mom. Because she got infected with the bullshit of, by way of Dio, because Dio has the body of Jonathan Joestar, and like it infects the rest of his family for whatever reason. So it's like he infected Holly's body, and it's like she's dying, and in a manner of speaking, and I think Ivanka's slowly dying because she's related to fucking Donald Trump. By the way, I'm not saying Ivanka's a fucking decent person. Not in the fucking slightest. And, shit. You basically could think of, like, my brain fucking had a fart. Like, Bernie could be Joseph Joestar. Because he's an old guy who kind of, spells out wisdom at certain fucking points. Let's see. Angela Merkel could be Stroheim. Even though she doesn't have a stand, Stroheim doesn't have a fucking... But she's German. Stroheim was German. And he was a Nazi. She's not a Nazi, but... They didn't really... He was a part of the German army, but I don't think he ever really... He did it, I think he's like Heil, but it was like, he was a good person at heart. I don't think he was... They portrayed him as like this, fucking... Whatever. Let's see. Who else? Fucking Hillary Clinton is Jotaro's grandmother, whose name is fucking escaping me. Like, she's her. Fucking let's see. Trying to think of like who the Trump kids could be. And, I would basically just make them the stand users that are aligned with yeah. And it basically would boil like two of them, Barron Trump would be like the youngest Oingo Boingo brother, and like the second youngest would be like the other brother, and I don't know, and then like the oldest brother would be Vanilla Ice with his like void fucking power. And like Donald Trump's mom would be the fucking bitch who stabbed Dio in the fucking first place to give him a stand with a bow and arrow. Let's see. I'm trying to flesh out. I'm trying to think of who would Kakyoin be. Who would Kakyoin be? It would have to be. I'm trying to, because like Kakyoin goes from being, he was controlled by Dio and then wasn't controlled by Dio. I'm trying to think of like who that could possibly be. It could be Comey, because Comey was the FBI director under Trump for a while, and then he got fired. Yeah. And now Comey is actively trying to fuck over, Trump, like Kakyoin tried to fuck over and did a lot of damage to Dio. Who is Jotaro? Who would be Jotaro? I'm not up on my politics. I don't know who could be Jotaro. Iggy. I'm trying to... Iggy is a dog. So... It's a misbehaved dog. Who could that be? I'm trying to think. This is how my fucking brain works. Who would be Iggy? I'm assuming it would have to be. I'm gonna say it has to be a dog, or like an attack dog. Like not necessarily a literal dog, but like an attack dog. It has to be a liberal attack dog. Anderson Cooper? Maybe? He doesn't take shit from anybody, generally. Kind of like how Iggy, Let's see. Who would... Let's see. I already said Polnareff is Macron. Stroheim is Angela Merkel, because I couldn't think of any other German politician that would fight Donald Trump. Let's see. Who would be Whole Horse? Guy with a gun. Charlton Heston? Although Whole Horse is not that old. He could be delusional fuckface. Could be Milo Yiannopoulos. Let's see. It's weird how things are actually lining up in my head. You might not think the same way that I'm thinking, but, you know, whatever. Fuck. I'm trying to fucking think. Bill Clinton is the butler guy that like basically is trying to protect, you know, just like kind of follows around JoJo's grandmother, whose name is fucking escaping me. Fuck. I just recently finished part 2 too. And he fucking gets married to that fucking bitch, and I can't think of her fucking name. Whatever. Because Irina is Joseph's grandmother. Fuck it. We've already gone down this fucking rabbit hole. Might as well just go straight for fucking broke. MyAnimeList.net. What the fuck? Oh wait, no, I'll just do Jotaro Kujo Grandma. I'm gonna be fucking mad because I should know who the fuck it is. It's not Holy is the mother, right? Yeah, daughter. Okay. If I go here, maybe it'll tell me Suzy Q. That's who it is. Suzy Q, which is based off of song. And I fucking knew I should have known that name. But yeah, so like Suzy Q would be Hillary Clinton, and then the butler who's basically following her around, trying to keep things from her, would be Bill Clinton. Actually, no. No, flip that around. Old Joseph could be Bill Clinton, because Joseph does go and whore himself around and actually has an illegitimate child. And that's, you know, philanderer Bill Clinton. And then the butler, the old butler, could be Bernie, trying to do what's best for Suzy Q. Let's scrap Stardust Crusaders. Let's go back to Battle Tendency. The Pillarmen. Who would be the Pillarmen in this melding of the worlds? I'm assuming it would be like Nixon, Reagan. I would say Nixon, Reagan, George H.W. or maybe George W. Nixon, Reagan, H.W. and then Santana, who's the youngest of the Pillarmen that are still alive. Could be H or could be W. Something there's not a lot of. It's a lot of white people that it's in. No, it's because it focuses around a fucking European family. Or European descended family, but it's like not a lot of black people. There's there are only like 2 brown people in the entirety of JoJo, as far as I've seen, and it's Abdul, who's in Stardust Crusaders, and Smokey Robinson, who's fucking in Battle Tendency. That's like, alright, whatever. But there's like no other person of color, I don't think. But yeah, I guess it's... maybe I'll make another video if I have another inspirational brainstorming session. But yeah, like this if you liked it. Tell me, you know, how you would divvy up the stands and the fucking characters in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure if you had to do it with real people. Would you have the same people? Would you have different fucking people? Who knows? Tell me. Anyway, talk